Hello, I'm Chris from TechSpert, and today Huawei has very kindly sponsored me to check out their fresh new dual subwoofer speaker, which was crafted in collaboration with those top sound science bods over at Devialet. Say hello to the Huawei Sound X, a proper unit that'll instantly make any room you chuck it in around 140% better. So what I'm going to do now is slide the Huawei Sound X on out of this rather delightful box and take you on a full-on tour of the features and all of the best bits. And for more of the latest greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Okay, so let's uncage the beast. Now, it looks like the Huawei Sound X actually comes with a nifty little cover wrapped around it to begin with, so a bit of extra protection, that's good to see. And of course you get the adapter, so you can actually get plugged in. And a nifty little cleaning cloth too. In fact, the cleaning cloth is even branded. Brilliant. And when I say that the Sound X is an absolute unit, I'm really not kidding around. At 3.5 kilograms, it's got a proper heft to it. So I'm definitely glad I've been toning up my super beefy biceps during lockdown. Anyway, enough messing around, it's time for the grand reveal. And there she blows. Now, I've already actually had a play of the Sound X speaker at Huawei's big pre-briefing, which happened just before the launch, but I've forgotten just how good looking it really was. Now, that gorgeous glossy finish really helps the Sound X to stand out visually compared to rivals. I'm definitely getting strong sci-fi vibes from this thing. It's almost like it's going to sprout legs and then try and murder me or something. Very sleek, very shiny, and absolutely stunning. But while it undoubtedly looks sleek, Huawei has known not to go over the top with the aesthetics either, so it'll still at least blend into pretty much any kind of room that you would possibly put it into. You've got a nice bit of mesh fabric covering the bottom section of the speaker as well, which adds a bit of extra flair. And this is splash and stain resistant, thankfully, so you can shove the Sound X in the bathroom and jam to a bit of baby metal while you floss your teeth. But that's more than enough jabber. Let's plug the Sound X in and actually check out its audio chops. Oh, I like that. Very dramatic. And if your smartphone has NFC support, which let's face it, is pretty much all of them these days, even those damn dirty iPhones, then you can pair up to the Sound X in just a jiffy. All you gotta do is just tap the phone against the side here, and you'll see you get an NFC pairing request pop up on your screen. Just hit pair. I'll get you all connected up via Bluetooth so you're ready to start streaming. And then say in the future, you walk into the room, you're streaming something via your smartphone, but you want to start streaming it to the Sound X. All you gotta do is just tap it against the surface. And boom, job done. Now you've got support for the Sound X via Huawei's AI Life app as well, which just gives you a few little features to tinker about with. So for instance, just dive into sound effects, you can swap between hi-fi and voice effects. You can cast your audio, you can check that your firmware is completely up to date, and you've even got some helpful online guides as well, just to show you off some of those special features. And I've got to say, I absolutely adore that light up touch panel on the top of the Sound X's bonds as well. It's quite a basic setup, but it does allow you to quickly and easily change the volume with just a couple of quick taps, as indicated by the gorgeous RGB ring that spreads around the outer rim. And if you want to shush the Sound X for whatever reason, all you got to do, don't bother groping for your phone or anything, just slap a hand on the top and your music will immediately cut out. That's great news if, for instance, you need to just tell your daughter to maybe not insert dry pasta up both nostrils at once. Not a great idea. And then once said pasta has been successfully extracted, all you got to do is slap a hand on the top again and your music will resume. So what you've got here is a pair of 60-watt subwoofers. You can actually see them through these funky little windows in the side doing their thing. And they're surrounded by a circle of 6 tweeters, and what that'll do is deliver 360-degree sound. Definitely very handy if you're planning on shoving the Huawei Sound X in the center of a big room. And if you've got enough bank to afford 2 of these bad boys as well, you can actually hook them up wirelessly so the music stays in sync. That's great news if you've got a party on the go, or you just want to get the same music going in 2 rooms at once. The woofers have a 20mm amplitude each. That's basically the distance that they can actually move in order to accurately reproduce any audio that you choose to pump through them. And the Sound X is a clever wee beastie too. It can even tell if it's been shunted up against a wall or some other hard surface, and it knows to direct sound away from that area so you don't get any kind of echo or distortion. Now let's talk frequency, and as far as the lows are concerned, the Sound X can go all the way down to 40 Hz for that proper deep bit of bass. Let me tell you, you get a proper full-on rumble from this thing, but the good news is that those 2 subwoofers are placed directly opposite each other in a symmetrical fashion, and that means they can cancel out each other's vibrations so you don't get any kind of audio distortion. And at the other end of the scale, the Sound X can go as high as 40 kHz, and it accurately covers everything in between as well. The audio pumped out by this thing is impressively natural sounding. You'll be able to pick up on all those finer details that are often lost when played through other Bluetooth speakers, and as you would expect, the Sound X is fully high-res audio certified, so you'll definitely want to download some high-def tracks to get the most out of it. And now of course it's time to do the obligatory metal test. Let's get a good bit of Dillinger on the go. And if you like it loud, no worries whatsoever. The Huawei Sound X definitely delivers there. Goes all the way up to 93 decibels, beating the likes of Apple's HomePod. Oh, definitely worked up a bit of a sweat there. And there you have my full unboxing and tour of the Sound X speaker. Definitely a very clever beast indeed. And massive thanks again to Huawei for sponsoring this video. For more of the latest greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a lovely week, everyone. Cheers. Love you.